Hey fam, I had the idea to do this video because of a short that I saw. A young lady expressing how her finger was amputated due to bad sanitation practices. Remember what I said that I had heard, a lot of black women talking about? Let's talk a little bit more about it when I get back. Hey folks, thank you for joining me. Thank you for coming back. Those who have returned, thank you for subscribing. Thank you. Those of you who have not subscribed and you just coming to check out the material, hey, thank you and you're welcome. Okay, before we get into the content, I would like to share something someone shared with me and some other ladies. And I thought it was I believe it's heart-wrenching, it's touching, and then it's a small example of what can and is happening collectively among our people. We are exercising what we always wanted. It's like she said, she's going to say, if you want to see change in people, you have to be the change. Sometimes we're thinking it's other people who need to change when actually it's us inside. So instead of us focusing, and I'm not saying we are focusing, but instead of us focusing on other groups and how they are towards us, we are focusing on ourselves. And don't be afraid to show love, people. Don't be afraid. It's an incredible feeling you get when you show love and care to a stranger and they receive it and give it back. Listen to her. I'm saying it's her testimony. Listen to it.
Good morning, y'all. I just wanted to share with y'all something that happened to me yesterday. It made me think about something I read that said that what we pay attention to the most grows, and when you apply that to life, for sure, that's so true, because ever since I made the decision to be more positive and to tunnel vision on us and our wellness, our health, our everything about us. Ever since I made the decision to just tunnel vision on that and ignore everything else, y'all, I have been seeing so many changes in real life. And anyone out there saying this is just some online shit, man, no, I've been seeing people come together. Like, you know how they say, like, if you want to change the world, change yourself first. That's so true. Like, I used to laugh at that quote. Like, I used to think it was silly when I was younger, and now I understand, because, y'all, the other day, I had found this other black-owned business, like, right in my town, and I live, like, in a small town, y'all. I didn't even really know this was here. I was like, I gotta pay more attention. But, girl, so I went to visit her the other day, and on my way back home, y'all, I was driving and I saw this black woman like walking on the side of the road, and it was like 85 degrees. So I was like, dang, it's hot out here. And I remember I had made the decision that I was going, when I go out, I was going to watch out for our people, like I'll be doing that for the young ones and stuff too, if I see them walking alone. And I said, if I see a black woman who looks like she needs help, I'm going to help her. I had just made that decision. Girl, so I just split decision, just pulled over, like right beside her. And she said, oh my God, thank you. So she get in the car and I give her a ride. And girl, we get to talking about, we gotta look out for each other. I'm like, what the hell? Here we go again. Here go another situation in real life. And then I also told her about what I was doing about trying to like support black-owned businesses and stuff. And she was telling me that how she wasn't from here, how she was from somewhere else. Girl, we got to talking about like majority black communities and stuff. I was telling her about like Baltimore and all these other places. And I was saying, yes, but I was like, Maryland got like 30 something percent black people. And the girl, we were just talking like we knew each other forever. So I guess I made a new friend, y'all. And I'm like, it really is true. Like when you focus on something, whatever you focus on, that is what's going to grow. So you have to block out all this other noise. Y'all, we got to block out all this other noise. We got to focus, because I noticed, like, if I get sidetracked and I start looking at, if I start getting mad at a comment somebody left and I start wanting to reply and stuff, you get all sidetracked like that, you'll notice your vibration just be off, like, and then things start feeling like that. But when you locked in, y'all, I'm so excited, y'all. I'm so excited.
She is absolutely 1,000,000% correct. Love, people. Love is so powerful. This world try to make you think it's weak. Now, some people have kind of, you okay, let's go on. Love, it changes things and it changes people for the better. And when you focus, you notice that when there's going to be a time when we're going to be really professional at blocking out the outside noise. And those are the people that come in and make the silly comments and try to be demeaning and try to provoke and try to get an angry response out of us. Pretty soon we're going to stop doing reaction videos on the nonsense and just continue to focus on our community. I've seen how powerful love is. I've felt how powerful love is. It can make you love somebody who talks about you like a dog. And I'm telling you facts. And I have another channel on YouTube called Jade Podcast, where I talk expressly about my relationship with God and how he has brought me out of the most demonic, hurtful situations through love. So let's go on, people. Okay, I decided to do this video. I was doing a completely different video until I thought about this young lady's video I saw on TikTok, and I was just sitting there like, damn, just all the stories I have heard in the past came back. Matter of fact, I remember when I first got my nails done, the shops started springing up in our community. And so a neighbor of mine, I think I was still in high school, we went and wanted to get our nails done because, it was all the rave. And I don't recall having an issue with it, but I think she had an issue with it. Either she was allergic to acrylic or, something went on with her fingers, but I didn't have a problem with it. But I think I can count on one hand how many times I got my nails done. And fortunately, that was because my sister is completely against acrylic nails. She always talked about how damaging they are. And she advised women to do their own nails. If you if you have a healthy regimen and get your nails done, your own nails, you can help them to become stronger and healthy. And, you don't have to put all that acrylic and poison on your fingers. Yeah, she always talked about that, and I was listening, fortunately. And then because of the line of work I would do, it wasn't logical or it wasn't functional for me to keep getting my nails done like that. Because anyone who has gotten their nails done, if you accidentally hit that, slam, do something accidentally, those things will cause you so much pain. You just want to sit down on the floor and just rethink your whole life. So that was another thing that I wasn't rushing to torture myself, And then I recently, about maybe 3 years ago, I started investing in press-on nails. Started getting me a whole lot of different designs. I always had a lot of nail polish, and then my sister was a manicurist as well, so she always had a lot of nail polish and the tools and everything to do your own nails. So by listening to her video and her horrific experience, and by the way, she did say, I didn't put the full clip, of course, video in the short that she did, but I can attach it to this description. But she is in a litigation process, so thank God that she's suing. That's another thing. Our people, you guys got to get used to bringing cases to court, making these people pay what they weigh. They want to act a fool, make them pay for it. But her video caused me to go down, as people say, the rabbit hole and find out just how, what other experiences Black women have shared online that they've had going to these Asian nail salons. And some of the clips that I'm going to present to you, these are clips of Black women who posted their videos up 2, 3, 4 years ago, way before the blackout. So they were making a stand saying, I'm done. I'm done with this. And I am so proud of them. But let's check out these clips. And of course, I'm going to add my commentary. It's required, folks. And check it out.
So before I insert this video, I want y'all to know that I am not in any way, shape, or form trying to spread hate on this app. But I do have a message for the Asian community. Watch what you say about Black people. Watch how you treat us. Watch how you do us in our own community. I'm not laughing at y'all because this is not funny. There's nothing funny about this. But I'm just letting y'all know, do better. That's all. Do better. I believe this boycott has came and made it all the way down to Fort Lauderdale. This is the Lee's Nails on Broward. This nail salon is always, it doesn't matter what day, what time, it is always packed in full. But watch this video. Hello. How much I charge you for lashes? 25? Okay. It's so empty in here.
Hard lesson and customer service. See, that's what happens when you're a little too comfortable disrespecting your core audience, the core people who paid your bills and gave you a little cushion to live a fabulous life in our country. See, another thing I was saying, they were online trying to demean us, trying to disgrace us by saying, all you did was come in and steal, which, we disputed that. Like, okay, if that was the case, why your ass still in business? If people were just coming in stealing and not paying for your services or their services, why are you still in business? What kind of shenanigans are going on? And two, I said, why don't you tell the truth? Why were some of those Black women walking out? Why were they walking out your business without paying? Did they get tired of hearing you talk reckless and foul about them, or not provide the services that they pay for, or falsely accused? These next clips will answer those questions. Check this out.
Hey guys, I want to talk to you guys about something really, really important about these Vietnamese nail shops. So I'm just leaving my nail appointment, and I'm a bit flustered. So forgive me. I'm shaking a little bit because I'm upset. So long story short, I've been going to this specific nail salon for about 4.5 years straight, ever since I moved into this particular area, right? And I've had the same nail tech for about 4.5 years. Every single appointment, I tip this nail tech between $15 and $20, nothing less, every single time. So probably about a few months ago, I guess me tipping her, the wires kind of got crossed, because instead of pressing send, I pressed it request, and I had no idea. So when I came to my nail appointment, she was acting like I was trying to speak to her like I normally do. She was acting like really, really weird. Like she wouldn't like hardly speak to me. And I'm like, what's going on with her? Like, why is she acting like that? And so at the end of me getting my nails done, I was like, okay, Christina, you want me to tip you Venmo or cash? Sometimes I do cash, sometimes I do Venmo. And she was like, oh, the last time you did it, something was wrong. It didn't go through. And I'm like, what? I was like, I tipped you, right? And so now I'm understanding why she's not talking to me and she's acting funny. So I went and I looked, and I accidentally pressed request instead of send. I was like, that's why she acting funny like this whole nail appointment. And then it clicked. I'm like, oh, she was only kind all this time simply because of the way I tipped her. I'm like, that's funny. And so like the last 2 times, one time I tipped her small, and then the last time I didn't tip her at all, just because of like her attitude, right? But I didn't say anything. I tried to remain polite, but I wanted her to get in her head that, tips are not mandatory. They're service-based. I'm already paying for the service, but the tips are service-based. And so today I come in to get my nails done, and I was just really quiet because, like I said, I've been trying to like have a conversation with her, but she's been like acting weird. So I'm just like, I'll just get my nails done. I won't say anything. Today, I really had intention on tipping her. And so, like I said, I'm just quiet. I'm minding my business. I'm texting. I'm working on my phone. And then something just told me, I've never in my whole life did this, but something just told me, translate what she's saying. And so I put it in my app. I opened up Chat GPT and I just let it listen to what she was saying. Guys, what it translated pissed me off so bad. This woman was talking about me and how much she hates me and us, and why do we keep coming there, and how me just being there and just staring, not saying anything, is making her feel uncomfortable and weird, and not like me. She used the word hate, like basically saying that I hate her, I hate them, right? As in Black people, and as me and our kind specifically. And mind you, she's finishing up on my nails. Like, I'm shaking and I'm like trying to figure out, like, what the heck? Like, seriously, because I've heard for so long that they don't like us, that they don't like Black people. And as far as like racism goes, like, I deal with enough stuff in this world. So it's like, sometimes I have to close my mind to like the little things that people say and do, especially when it comes to this people, right? I just try to do my best to navigate life. But this was so blatant and it was so evil. And one of the reasons why I even go to this nail shop is because it's a Christian nail shop. And you don't find a lot of Christian Vietnamese nail shops, right? I don't like to go to the ones that have like the Buddhist statues and things like that. Like, they play Christian music, the owner's Christian, all this. But specifically that word hate, that vexed me so bad. I'm like, wow, like, they really hate us. Like, I've heard this in my life. I've heard that they don't like Black people. I heard that, they treat us a certain way, when they want something, they want to sell us something or anything, but they really don't like us. But experiencing this today really messed with my mind. This really messed with my mind. It really hurt my feelings, because I think about all the money that I've spent with this place. I think about the people that I've sent here, and for you to say this, and mind you, this isn't a predominantly upscale, rich white area. But like I said, I've been going here for like 4 years. I live in this area. I've been going here for like 4 years. And to hear her say something like this today really threw me off. It really threw me off. So I'm just making this video to say we really need to open up some nail salons, some nail shops that cater to our kind. Because this was a crazy experience, and I'll link the nail shop in the bottom, and I'll even tag the nail tech, because this is not about attacking their business, but this is about holding them accountable. Like, you just don't treat people like this, especially someone like me that has spent, I don't know how much money with them. Like, every time I go there, I spend $130, $140 plus tips on top of that. So you're talking about $160 to $180 every time I go? Nah. It's unacceptable. So, man, this. Yeah, we need to open up some nail salons.
I also forgot to add or include that some of these clips that I have inserted in this video are from like 2, 3, 4 years ago. So don't be in here like, well, why they ass still going? And that's what they get. No, these clips are not from now. Thank God. And also, we got to ask ourselves a hard question. Why were we so conditioned or prone to consistently giving our business to people who outright disrespect us? And that's not just talking about Asian businesses. I'm talking about in general, going to restaurants, and you heard about them and how they treat our folks, and we still go. Is it because of the lack of businesses? And then now that we're seeing that we're doing this blackout, so we're finding out that our people have businesses. And I feel that they were intentionally overshadowed. Okay, check out this next clip.
Morning, y'all. I'm making my coffee. But I wanted to hop on here real quick and talk about this nail salon debacle that happened with this young lady. I want to tell my own story. Several years ago, my mama was here visiting for the summer, and obviously whenever she comes, we do, girl time. We go mani-pedis and all of that stuff, right? Shopping, dining. So we went to get mani-pedis one time at this particular nail salon, and I was wearing some new sandals. It was my first time wearing these sandals. They were super, super cute. Now, at the nail salon, they will put your sandals on while your toes are still wet. And the guy went to put my sandals on, and after I looked down to check out the job, of which, by the way, the nail polish and the pedicure, he had done a very good job. I had a thumbprint a thumbprint of nail polish on the inner sole of the sandal. And I said, oh, I think you might have gotten some nail polish on my shoes when you were putting them on my feet. Look, there's a thumbprint of nail polish. Y'all, this man said to me, no, I didn't. I didn't do that. You did it. It was one thing for him to deny that he had done it. It was another thing for him to accuse me of being the one who did it. I was floored. And I saw a video where another lady was talking about, ladies, we need to have more rage. I became livid. I said, look at your hands. Look at your hands. You have nail polish on your hands. Look at my shoe. That is your thumbprint. Look at my hands. I have no nail polish on my hands, on my fingers. I did not touch my shoes. I didn't even touch my shoes just now. You touched my shoes when you were putting them on my feet. You did that. You did. And then he said, you're lying. Y'all, my mama was already finished and she was sitting at the dryer, drying her nails and her feet. This was like gel polish and all that stuff might have been out by then, but we probably just weren't getting it. We might have just been getting a basic mani-pedi. But nevertheless, she was sitting at the little dryer section. I went back there. I took my mama by the hand and said, come on, Mom, we're leaving. She says, oh, I'm not done drying. I said, that's okay. We're leaving. We're leaving. And as we were leaving, I was going off on them. I did not pay for neither of us. You ruined a brand new pair of sandals. It was literally my first time wearing those sandals. And then you had the audacity to call me a liar? Yeah. Black women, stop supporting these nail spas and the threading spas and the waxing places, and they don't respect us, but they want our money, but they don't respect us. Let me tell you, I used to make a lot of content on here complaining about poor service in the nail salon business. Let me tell you something. I believe that young lady. Well, obviously it was true because they refunded her money and the other clients in the salon jumped in. But I have had some horrible stories. That was probably the worst one that I had, though, where this man literally put nail polish on my shoes, accused me of doing it, and then called me a liar. Stand up for yourself, ladies. Don't let these people play in your face. Okay. All right. Bye. I'm not paying y'all no extra money. Then go back to your don't.
A black woman skipped out on a $300 manicure fee, but many felt she was right. The incident occurred at an Asian nail salon in Atlanta. According to the customer, she initially agreed on the price with the owner. However, after receiving nearly 3 hours of service, when it came time to pay, the owner demanded an extra charge, significantly higher than the initial amount. She refused to pay and attempted to leave, but was stopped by the staff. They chased her for 2 blocks, shoving and pushing her, attempting to force her back into the salon to pay the extra fee. The video of the incident sparked heated debate online. Many shared similar experiences with the salon, criticizing the owner's actions as excessive. Others argue that skipping out on a bill is unacceptable. The salon has filed a police report and released the footage to warn other businesses and the community. So what do you think? Was she justified for refusing to pay, or should she have handled it differently?
No, she was not in the wrong. And there are certain different ways she could have handled that. But I don't feel anything about what she did. You don't negotiate a price, do the work, and then after the work is done, give a higher quote. You don't do that. That's unethical. And in some cases, illegal. So she could have did a civil case. She could have walked out, did a civil case, but then they went after her and was harassing her. I don't know what the hell got into these Asian people thinking that was a good idea. Some people will whoop you down and you're putting your hands on them. They have every right to defend themselves. I guess this country think that everybody else can defend themselves but us. You got the game twisted, okay? This bothers me because it's like we give other people so many passes. But when it comes to our own people and our loved ones and our friends, they can do one thing wrong and you cut them off at the knees. What the F, black folks? But thank God for this blackout. I'm so serious. Okay, this next clip is a woman inside of an Asian nail salon letting them know exactly how she feels about their bad, terrible customer service and disrespecting their core customers right in their face. So listen to her.
All right, excuse me, black people, black women and men. I just want to tell y'all are brilliant. You're magical. You are worth it. And your black dollar counts. It counts so much that it affords them to send their kids to college, to live in 4 and 5 bedroom homes, and to drive their fancy cars into the same neighborhoods that they don't funnel money back into. What y'all did when I got in here was very disrespectful, highly unprofessional, and I've been giving you my money for a while. But here's what you do know. You'll never get my black dollar again. And everybody in here, I hope y'all understand. Please take your money somewhere where you're valued. I love each of you, and I didn't mean to disturb your peace, but I won't let it go unchecked again, because that's why y'all continue to do it. Conjugating, laughing together, and doing all that talking in your language like we don't understand. We don't understand what you're saying, but we understand the sentiment. Won't happen again, not on my dollar. Love y'all. Have a good one. Come my money, baby. The last one you'll ever get. Do it now, and don't talk to me. You're lucky I'm changed and reformed. It'd be much different in here. Respect black people. I never see nobody that look like y'all on the other side of these chairs. That's the thing. Where they at? Yeah, it's ridiculous. I've been here many times. Almost a year. And what y'all did was very embarrassing. But I don't carry embarrassment like that. I don't pack it up and go home. I check it at the start. That's how my mama raised me. Don't get this money, sweetie. That's our problem. We let y'all get away with that shit. While we pay for your whole life. You wouldn't have shit without us. You understand what I'm saying? You understand exactly what I'm saying. Get this money and let me get out of here, baby. You hear me? Where do I swipe? You understand what I'm saying? Y'all understand what the fuck we be saying. We can't understand what y'all ass be saying. And that's the problem. Stop talking that shit up in here. You know where you at. We all need translators. That's what we need. When we coming up in here giving y'all our money, you talking that shit behind our back. How dare you? How dare you? You don't know what people going through or why they took time to come get their nails done in between. You don't know. How you don't get no damn tip. Go to the next screen.
She hit it right on the money. Our money is what allowed you to live the life you lived, looking down your nose at us. Our businesses could have been the richest businesses in this country. Better late than never, right?
Y'all, this girl was literally just sitting there getting her nails done, minding her business, and the horror staff thought they could talk about her in Vietnamese like she wouldn't understand a thing. They were doing that quiet whispering, side-eyeing, commenting on her hair, her hands, her outfit, acting like she was invisible while she was right in front of them paying for a service. And she didn't react. She just sat there letting them get more and more comfortable, letting them talk themselves straight into trouble. Sometimes the best clapback really is silence, because they had no idea who they were dealing with. Then, finally, when they pushed it too far, she spoke up. Calm, steady, not yelling, not dramatic, just, "My mom is Vietnamese." And the whole shop stopped. You could have heard a mail truck drop. Everybody froze like someone hit a pause button. Sudden, all that bold whispering turned into awkward smiles and fake customer service voices real quick. And the funniest part is, she wasn't even mad. She wasn't trying to drag them. She just made it clear she understood every single word they said. The looks on their faces said everything, not just embarrassment, but that sting of realizing they got caught being disrespectful to someone they assumed couldn't understand or call them out.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, black folks, black women, especially women who knew the language, and you sat there and you knew they were talking about you and you knew they weren't treating you right. It's like, how much abuse do we take? And then get angry, but still go and give them your money. And then I'm not just talking about black women, black men, you guys do the same thing. I heard so many black women talk about how a black man will keep allowing somebody to work on their car who don't know what the hell they doing and still give them your time and your money. It's like, what the F? Like, what the F? Someone just left a comment on my short saying, let me read this. I should put your ass. I might do a screenshot. Gil Barrett said, they're happy that you ain't coming back. They don't want you there anyway. Everyone is sick of the problems that come with it. Everyone is sick of the problems. So is that why they're on social media crying and begging for us to come back? And this is racist. If that's the case, they're so elated that we're not. Well, I'm speaking in general because I don't go to them anyway. But if they're so elated that we're not coming, where are the videos of them rejoicing? Shouldn't they be happy? Shouldn't they be like opening up their salon and partying? You know, showing that they throwing back wine and liquor and champagne. Where are the celebratory videos? I want to see them. And then I saw somebody told me that they're even asking Trump to deport us. Okay. Trump would better deport his ass first. And then I'm like, people are coming on trying to undermine or talk against what we're doing. Not so much talk against, but trying to deflate it, trying to make it seem like it's irrelevant. What we're doing is not moving or shaking anything. And I was wondering, I said to people, I said, if that's the case, where are your videos showing that? If you're saying that this blackout is doing nothing and your customers are still coming to your business, where are the videos? Why isn't social media filled with videos of them saying, hey, I don't know about y'all, but I got a full house? Where the videos at? Why do I constantly see videos of them calling us racist because we decided to pour wealth into our own businesses and our own communities? Y'all do it all the time. So it's like this. It's equivalent to like somebody mad because you broke up with them, so now they want to come and call you dusty and funky and nasty, and I don't even understand why I was with you anyway. Okay, shut the F up. Let's say if it was true, there was a lot of problems that came with our wealth, the trillions of dollars we have. You took it. So what does that mean? You're a slave to money? That you would discount, or you would just completely ignore how you say you were being treated for money? What does that say about you? And that you've been in our community for 30, 40 something years, didn't leave? So if there are a lot of problems that came with us, why don't you pack up and leave? Go serve the people you want to. It's like somebody being in your house, unwelcome. You're looking at the clock. You're making sure that you let them know you're looking at the clock, and they just sit their ass there. It's like, go. We are not tripping off of you leaving with your defective cheap products and your cheap sandals that you sell in your nail salons. It's like, put those sandals on and kick rocks. Get on. Deuces. Check out the next video.
I decided to take my dog for a walk while we were waiting on my car to be repaired. I really wasn't intending to make this video. I had an early appointment that I had forgotten about, and so I just threw anything on to come up here. I really just wanted to slide past while I was waiting and just see if I could get some video footage of the store being empty. But there was actually people in there, like this lady that was standing there, but nobody was helping her. So I was trying to get her attention on the slide, but she was giving me the cold shoulder. And when she did turn around, she looked at me like, I don't give change to beggars. And I'm like, oh, here she goes. So let me go in here and kind of explain what I was trying to say. I knew I looked a little busted. That's why I really didn't feel like talking. I was just trying to slide by, but this is what happened. I'm just trying to tell you, it's a black-owned nail salon around the corner. Y'all don't know that we doing an Asian boycott, business boycott. We putting our money distributed into black businesses. I don't know if y'all been on the internet, but y'all might need to try and look at it because we're trying to stay solid together. That's all, baby. I wasn't trying to ask you for no money. I just wanted to let you know that it's a black-owned walk-in nail salon right over here next to the Planet Fitness over here. And her name is KK, and they do excellent jobs. That's all. Y'all have a good day.
Much props to the ones who are letting our brothers and sisters know what's up, just in case they don't know. Because believe it or not, a lot of people do not do social media. They don't. Yeah, I met people who don't. And two, they did this during the Montgomery bus boycott. Some people will roll up and see they people standing at the bus stop, and they be like, no the hell you not, and would steer them away from the bus stop. So hey, sometimes we got to put our feelings aside. Like, you know better. You got social media just like I do. Some people really do not do social media, and some people are so busy and active in their lives that they don't know. But then they can know people who know. But come on, we need to just give our people a chance, right? This next clip makes you wonder, why are people put up with this so long? And I'm not just talking about the nail salons. People, don't get it twisted. I'm talking about all these immigrant businesses in our community, and their customer service was deplorable. Treating us like criminals, but taking our money though. I believe what this mother said, these Asian business owners' children said to her child. Like, think about it. Where are these children just gonna say something like that unless they heard it from an adult or adults, plural? Check this out.
You like black people? Huh? You teach your kids not to like black people? My sons asked them to play with them. And they said, no, they don't play with black people. You teach your kids to be racist? Racist? Yes. My kids asked to play with your kids, and they told them they don't play with black people. Their parents teach them not to play with black people. You hurt my kids' feelings. Well, he can't. He said he would not play with them. He told them he doesn't like black people. Like they were trying to play with them and be nice, and no, they said they don't like black people. I'm like, I came in here, got my nails done several times, and you don't. Well, that's what they told my kids.
It's so sad. It's so sad. And I'm going to keep saying this throughout the duration of this video. What we allowed our people, or what we allow people to do and treat us. And it's like, I'm not going to say every black woman, because some black women stopped going to these people a long time ago when they read the signs and saw the signs and saw the disrespect. And some don't get their nails done. They have natural long nails. And they do their nails themselves. But the bulk of you who continue to go there and come out doing videos and telling your family and friends how you knew they was talking crap about you while they were giving services and that you were paying for, and contrary to what these liars say about black women not paying, how the F you make so much money? Like I said, unless you were involved in other illegal activities like laundering money and selling rugs out of your establishment. That's the only way that could justify you having an establishment for 20, 30 years. It's like these are not the only ones who mistreat us. We got to stop thinking so little of ourselves. We got to stop. And I thank God this blackout came. And I'm so passionate about it. I will cut people off. Let me find out your ass still going to these businesses and you're Black American. Let me find out. All right, check out this next video of this woman saying, you know, what she experienced and why she stopped going these Asian nail salons. And like I said, people, remember, some of these videos are 2 and 3 and 4 years old. They're not current. Some of them. Check this out.
It's early in the morning. I'm looking rough, but y'all tell me if I'm wrong. So I came up here to get my toes done and my nails started, right? So I walk in and, you know, the people like, what you want? I'm like, oh, a pedicure and a fill, right? Boom. When I walk in, I'm the only person. There's nobody sitting there waiting. I walk in, nobody else is behind me. So y'all already know. They'd be like, oh, pick out your color. Okay, I don't need to pick out a color because as y'all can see, I got ombre. I'm going to do the same thing. No problem. So I'm sitting there waiting. The guy, one of the guys that's doing pedicures gets done. He comes up to ring up the young lady that's done, right? As he's doing that, 3 white women walk in behind me. And they say, oh, we want 3 pedicures. Now, mind you, I'm already sitting here waiting for my one little pedicure on my one little feet, right? I think y'all already know where it's going. So he tells me to go sit at a table that doesn't have anything on it. It's just a blank table that it tells me to sit at. I sit at that table for like 5 minutes. The next thing I know, the 3 white women that walked in behind me, he calls them and tells them to go to get their pedicures done. There is no other nail technicians. Like, everybody is doing something. The ones that were free are now doing their pedicures, and the other people are doing hands or feet or something. So I'm just sitting at this table that has no products, and it's not a work table. I'm just sitting there waiting. So I politely walk the fuck out. One thing I'm not going to do in 2023 is let anybody mistreat me when it comes down to me spending my money. There is a million nail salons, and I do not have to stop at this one. So if you want to prioritize their white dollars over my black dollars, that's fine. I'm going to take my black business elsewhere.
It's weird, y'all. 1 minute it's like, you know, we don't need y'all. Oh, thank God we're going to have relief. You're not coming here anymore. Next minute it's like, you know, where are the white people that get their nails done at these salons? Where are the Hispanics? They don't get their nails done? Since you want to put these people in front of a paying black customer who was there first. And why aren't they coming out in droves supporting your businesses? And then somebody left a comment in my short saying that, yeah, she saw on Facebook that they're trying to get the government involved. They, Asians, are trying to get the government involved, trying to get us to, I guess, make us spend our money. I would just laugh. I'm too tired and sleepy to laugh, but how the hell you gonna try to get any entity to make us spend our money with who we say we're not spending our money with? You know what kind of violations that is? And then I know the government don't want to get involved in this as much as they disenfranchised our community in the past and present. So then all the races are going to have to be accountable for all the funds that they kept from us. We're using these funds to enrich our own Black American businesses, and you got an issue with it? The government cannot touch this. Neither can local state touch it. We're doing something for our communities that you guys refuse to do. Asian business owners, other immigrant business owners, they're even coming for Black American business owners who don't hire Black Americans. Y'all not escaping anything either. We are doing what you guys refuse to do, including the state. The funds that you guys could have given us, like you give other people to help them establish businesses, and you didn't do it. We turned around and said, F you, we're doing it ourselves. So I dare you speak on anything we're doing, because whoever speaks is going to have to be accountable for what they didn't do for our community. Now what? All you're going to do is open up a bigger can of worms where everybody is going to have to be accountable for the reasons why we're doing this blackout. Because you guys did not support our community like we supported yours. They don't want this trust, because there's too much evidence against them disenfranchising our community, taking funds from our community. You saw what Nori Martinez tried to do, 3 years ago? She ain't the only one to try to do it, and who has done it successfully. Then you wonder why we don't have the resources, because they're taking it, giving it to other communities. Okay, let's go on. Now, this next woman is going to talk about how, again, a Black woman went into a business, paid, and then other people came in after her and asked, can she get help before the Black woman? And they obliged. Check this out.
If you go into a nail salon, they tell you how much it is and let you know that you need to pay up front before the service, and you pay. And then another customer comes in after you and asks if they can get their nails done before you. Not only do they let that customer go before you, but they don't charge that customer up front like they did you. You wouldn't want to tear that bitch down and cause a scene too? First red flag, when the lady first came in, they made her pay up front. So before she even received the service, they told her she had to pay. After she paid, there was another customer who came in and said, hey, can I get my nails done before her? They said yes. Not only did they say yes, they didn't make that other lady pay before her. They did not make her pay. So you mean to tell me that a customer who hasn't paid, came after, can just skip the line, not pay up front, and everything be okay, and you just make the person wait who paid? Let's be clear. The lady who paid and they wanted her to wait, she was Black. The lady who didn't pay, who didn't have to wait, was not. What makes it worse is they didn't even really want to acknowledge her when she was trying to get them to explain why would they do something like that, until they noticed the other customers pretty much getting involved. First, it started off with people saying, let it go. And then once they realized that they made her pay up front, they asked, why did you make her pay up front? It really wasn't until around that point that the customer service lady started apologizing and offering a refund. So what? Two things that really pissed me off. Her offering a refund as if that would acknowledge her being prejudiced, because you thinking that woman would be okay with that makes you think that we should be okay with being put last. We should be okay with having to provide things that other people don't have to provide up front, like paying for the service up front. And the other thing that really bothered me is, even though the people were saying, why did you make her pay up front? When the woman tried to acknowledge, yeah, they tried to make me pay up front, and she asked to skip me. Well, that's not her fault. That's their fault. You see how quick those people can turn on you? Because even though they are supporting that customer, they're throwing those nail technicians under the bus. And you can also guess those nail technicians don't look like
Now, I rode past my mama's favorite nail salon and it was empty. Hey, friend. And that's not normal for a Monday. Now, that's in Suffolk, Virginia. I'm going to ride past tomorrow and see if it's empty again. And I went to the mall the other day, and the shopping center beside it had a new beauty supply store that opened up. Honey, they had Kona Ice, a big blow-up doll that looked a little suspicious, and they had the music blasting where them fans at. But there was no fans. Not a fan in sight. I hate that song.
Now, this next video, a man is going to ask the question, why would they want to come back? Saying this to the Asian, he directed this question to the Asian business community. Why would Black women want to come back to your businesses after finally discovering that there are actually more Black nail salons than we knew, and they're getting better treatment and don't have to be concerned about sanitary issues? Why would they want to go back to you? And don't get it twisted. There are Black American women that got bank legally. So if they want to go to a Black sister, Black American sister, and give her their money, and as opposed to giving it to you and not being treated right, why would she choose you? That's a question you guys need to ask yourself instead of getting online, being arrogant and talking nasty and down to us and think we're going to turn around and give you our money. That entitlement is your demise. Check this out.
Common sense approach. Now, I know most Asian business owners are probably thinking to themselves that this situation with Black Americans banning, supporting their businesses will eventually come to an end sooner than later, and it'll be back to business as usual. But to be honest with you, I don't think so. As you can see, these ladies getting it in, putting in work. I don't think so. I think you guys are in it for the long haul when it comes to Black people supporting your businesses again. And I'm going to give you a few reasons why I think so. Number one, a lot of people been waiting on you to fuck up anyway. And that's just the truth.
That part. A lot of groups been waiting for you to fall, and you fell right into it. And then a lot of Black American women or business owners were suffering because of your overshadowing and denying them supplies when they had beauty supply stores. So you have a lot working against you. A lot.
A lot of people have been waiting on you to fuck up. Which leads me to number two. You have close to 50 million Black Americans in this country. A lot of them who have been waiting on the opportunity to provide these services to their community. But you was in the way, which goes back to number one. A lot of people been waiting on you to fuck up. And last but not least, a lot of Black Americans have been talking to their children about this. And there's a lot of things you don't want to be in the eyes of your children, but you definitely don't want to be a hypocrite and to look weak in front of your children or in the eyes of your children. So for me to sit down and have these conversations with my children on why we shouldn't support these businesses and then to go and start back supporting them makes me a hypocrite to my child, and it also makes me look weak. So for the, it's a few more reasons, but those are just a few reasons why I feel like things will never go back and be the same as it was. This common sense approach.
I thoroughly enjoy hearing Black American men speaking on this with solidarity and conviction. It's a beautiful thing seeing all this unity. And remember, Black American men own some of these businesses too. They own beauty supply stores, or they went into partnership or businesses with their significant others together and open these businesses. And then not to mention how Black men have construction companies, they have lawn care companies, they have just about any business you can think of. They're into computers, they're contractors, they have security companies, and our businesses were being overshadowed. So it's not just the Asian businesses that we're not supporting. There used to be a time that Black American men used to be on them streets working, doing street light repairs, repairing the city streets and sidewalks. Now you can't even find them. So we're sending a loud message to every single group that did us dirty. It ain't just the Asians. Now, this next lady, I believe she's a nail salon owner, and she's talking about how people are coming in trying to give them advice on how to run their business in a convenient way or convenient for the clients. they're so used to McDonald's service that they're not used to how black nail salon owners run their business. So it's like, give these people grace. But you guys, black American women, you're gonna have to come in with an understanding that you're not getting that fast, high volume, I don't give a F, care about you service that you were getting from some Asian business owners. And then black nail owners, you guys are gonna have to give your black American customers grace, because these businesses were literally hidden from us. So it's gonna take us time to get adjusted. But I hope to God, black American women, you guys are not going in there telling these whole business owners how to run their business. Did you do that to the Asians that was talking crap about you in your face and taking your money? Okay, let's go on.
Come here real quick. For everybody that is out here boycotting Asian nail salons and Asian nail techs, and in return they claim that they want to support the black nail tech or the black nail businesses. And let's just say, instead of finding a black establishment or a black nail tech that is professional and provide the services that you want, you need, and that you like, instead we're getting the think pieces on how we should run and operate our businesses, because our businesses are inconvenient to you. When in reality, our business is just not being marketed to people. You're not our audience. If our business is or the way that we run our business is an inconvenience to you, then you are not our audience. We are not set up to run our businesses the way that Asian salons run their businesses. First, there's usually only one person there that is licensed. Secondly, everybody there is being paid a per hour wage. Black nail techs that have gone to school, paid their money, put their time in, and got licensed, they are not trying to make an hourly wage. Hence the walk-ins. In our community, walk-ins are for new nail techs and nail techs that are trying to build or rebuild their clientele. An established nail tech needs to schedule clients so that their business runs smoothly and also provides a projection for their income. We can't just sit in a salon and wait for people to walk in and take people. That doesn't work for us. That's not the way our businesses are set up, and possibly won't be. Not to say that there aren't any black nail businesses that are set up that way, but that's why. This is why. Asian nail salons are paid an hourly wage. All those people that work in there, yes, they don't care if they have appointments. It doesn't matter how many people they do. They're going to get paid by the hour. So that's why they operate the way that they do. Again, not to mention there's only one person there that is licensed. Again, over here in the black community, once we get licensed, we become our own business. We are our own entity. We are a one-person business. And in order for our business to run smoothly, we need to schedule appointments. The only time walk-ins have ever been beneficial is when I was first starting out and trying to build clientele. I don't know why that's so hard to understand.
Asian community right now, in light of what I'm considering Black beauty blackout. And we've been accused of stoking anti-Asian hatred. Another content creator said that a lot of us Black Americans, do y'all know a lot of us were raised where we couldn't even say the word hate? We're not like a lot of y'all. I made the decision back when we decided we were letting go of Target. I decided to do the exact same thing with the nail salon because I just had it up to here. It was the straw that broke the camel's back. Service was too bad. Attitude was too nasty. And I decided never to do it again. I was going to try press-on nails, add some brands I like. People look at my nails and compliment my nails. My first thought isn't F to Vietnamese, F Asian. Like, that's not the way we work. All I think about is like how much money I've saved, how I hope I can convince other women to like save that money too, or to support a Black nail tech. It has nothing to do with hatred. If anything, we talked about this today on the Sunshine Report. If we feel anything right now, it's gratitude. I bet you didn't expect to get a thank you out of me. Thank you. Thank you for waking us up. Thank you for daring us. Thank you for trying to bait us. Thank you. Thank you for trying to stoke the fires. All it does is help us like zoom out so we can see everything and everyone more clearly. Thank you. I mean that truthfully. I don't feel anything but peace around us doing this and simply taking back control of the $7-point-something billion that we as Black women spend and what are really very personal self-care and beauty rituals and tools and services We're just taking it and we're redirecting it to our own community. And see, we can do that without making ourselves vulnerable, being out in the street, making ourselves like very friendly, easy moving targets. So please get that right. No hatred, gratitude, truly. And Black women, 92%. I don't even want to call it a boycott. It has nothing to do with hate or punishing people. I mean, some people may feel like they're being punished, but again, like I told them 92% today, another thing America's going to have to do is get out of its fucking feelings about this. That's right. It's not show friends, it's show business. It's just business. Buck up, buttercup. That's all it is. Business changes. Fortunes and luck rise and fall. Just taking control back over our own, what we spend on our own hair, skin, and nails. Sure, you can imagine how we feel if anybody's got a problem with it. Really, on behalf of Black women of the 92%, thank you. If anything, we feel gratitude. A moment of truth and clarity on Black women of the 92%.